Gong LUM'S Legacy by Charles L. White.
Welcome to Inside New York. I am so delighted to have on today's program for the first time an award-winning actress, producer, and director. And she has just assumed the new position of producing artistic director at the New Federal Theater. And she's got a hit on her hands. We welcome Elizabeth Van Dyke on Inside New York.
Thank you. Thank you so much. That was fabulous. Thank you for having me. I am so privileged to be here. Thank you so much.
Well, this has been such a privilege. The depth and breadth of your history, your career in theater, as well as this new position that you have assumed at New Federal Theater, which is so extraordinary.
Yes, it is. Woody King Jr.'s New Federal Theater. Yes. So Woody retired after 51 years. And in July, I became the producing artistic director of Woody King Jr.'s New Federal Theater, which is truly a privilege and an honor and a challenge, a delicious challenge.
You seem to be up for the challenge. I am so thrilled that I waited until you had your new play that just opened, and I was privileged to see last night, Gong, LUM'S Legacy, which I love. And I loved it so much that I look forward to having the playwright and the actors on as well.
Gong LUM'S Legacy by Charles L. White is something that speaks to my very heart and soul, and that is history, Black history in particularly, because I feel that our people have endured so much, overcome so much, triumphed, and been victorious. So when I discovered this piece through Michael Dinwiddie, who called and said, "You've got to see this piece," and he sent me the script, and I was like blown away by Gong LUM'S Legacy by Charles White, which is the intersectionality of the Black experience in the Mississippi Delta in 1920s and the Chinese experience in the Mississippi Delta in 1920s. And there's a parallel story of Lum versus Rice, because Lum wanted to send his Chinese daughters to an all-white school, segregated school, and took the case all the way to the Supreme Court of the United States and ultimately lost. So only whites could go to white schools until, of course, the Brown versus the Board of Education in 1954. So this play deals with that. That's the parallel story to a love story of a young immigrant, Chinese immigrant, Joe, falling in love with a young Black woman, Lucy, and the father, Joe's father, Charlie, doing everything possible to stop that relationship. Right?
Yes, the theater is kind enough to be offering a couple of pairs of tickets. We want you to come and spread the word.
Come and see it now.
Okay. Thank you for joining us for this week's program of Inside New York. And you can watch more of our interview with Elizabeth Van Dyke on one of our upcoming episodes, and of course on our YouTube channel. Don't forget to subscribe and ring the bell so you'll receive an alert when it's available on demand. And we'll see you again next week on Inside New York.